Fisher laugh. Came a long way from when we was just little kids. Now we fucking bitches, putting dick all in their ribs. Shout out to the homies on the corners.
Podcast. That shit, it fuck with your personal life in a healthy way. It make you
good.
You gonna look at everything you doing a little bit different.
Make you more conscious.
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Like, you can't get up there and then talking that shit and then not doing your part is just not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think the universe start talking to you.
Yeah,
right?
Real talk.
When you doing what make you feel good and you stepping into it, the universe speak to you.
Most definitely.
And it lets you know. And
Most
so like
definitely.
Jay was saying, you know, once we keep knocking on them doors, man.
Shit gonna open.
We in there.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm gonna tell you something greater.
Talk about
call me I'm a fool or not, but this is what I believe. They say the door's gonna open for us. No, nigga, we gonna create the doors that we're gonna open
I
for
like
people
that
to
answer
come
better.
in.
I like
You
that
get what I'm
answer better
saying?
than what I said.
We're gonna create the doors to open for people to come in.
Absolutely. That's what.
Respectfully.
Bro, that was the purpose
You know what
of
I
me
mean?
doing this shit in the first place.
Real shit.
We in art now, bro. Like
Real shit.
we in
Real shit.
art. My man from Gates Avenue. My man is we in art now, bro. Like
Real shit.
that shit is, you know what I mean? Like
Nah, that's real.
that shit is incredible, bro. Like
Sure.
and then for me, like coming from the history of doing clothes already, and I know they may not say it, but I know they counted me out. So to be here and doing it at a higher level, and then now to even have G like really
On it.
like, but you know everything ain't always what it look like. This shit been a friendship for this is
Yeah, that ain't
this shit
gonna change.
started
That ain't gonna change.
on my bedroom floor, you know what I mean? Conversations and niggas just getting high and me saying like, yo, we just can't keep getting high all the time.
Word.
We could get high every day, nigga. We could definitely
Gotta
it
get high
back.
and do something.
App, jewelry, clothes,
Real
art.
shit.
Right.
Some small
we-
shit.
Real
whipping
shit.
ass, bro.
Some real high shit, but in real
Nah,
time.
that's some small shit.
Nah,
I ain't gonna
I'll
lie.
say that shit every day, bro. Every day.
Yeah, it's real.
We good?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Yeah, so.
And that was a good way for her to test it. She tested that shit up. Real
Yeah.
time. She
Well, I didn't even know she was testing
told
that.
That's why I
her.
said shit
Everybody
different now. We
I
on
had
it.
no
But you
idea
know,
what was
we
going
just kicking
on.
it off camera. We was kicking it off camera. You know, these is my homies right here. You know, I got my man L to the right of me, and I got my man G to the left of me, to the right of me as well. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, but these is my near and dear friends. Love these dudes to death, man. We grew up together, and you know, I'm glad they on here kicking it with us. You know,
Blessing, man. Thank you for having me.
of course.
Jay, I want to say congratulations to you for starters, man. Like,
Appreciate that, man.
Big congratulations,
big
man.
congratulations. 'Cause I know for a while, man, for many summers, I saw you like, you always stuck with it and just understanding now what goes into making something work, man. I'm glad I could be one of the first guests because you definitely
I
always
appreciate that,
put the
man.
good vibes out. But yes, Larry from Brooklyn Old Boss Jewelry. My Instagram
sir.
is BKB1. And I also got a podcast with my brother next to me called Words with Fathers. Shouts out to the producer, Star.174. I'm here with my brother G, man.
Yes, sir.
And definitely, you know me, G Finest, host of Bud and Breakfast, G Spot. You already know we in the building and all buildings and opening up new buildings. You know, respectfully.
Right or wrong. That's what we talking about. That's what we was kicking about on camera.
You know what I'm
Real
talking
shit.
about?
Respect.
But nah, it's all love
knocking
and
on
blessings.
these
And more
doors.
blessings and
718.
big up to y'all, man.
Yeah.
And peace and
Appreciate
love.
it.
Yes,
Yo,
yes,
we here
yes.
together,
Appreciate
man.
that. Y'all
I
already
love
know. I
what y'all
appreciate
do.
y'all, man. Love,
Love
man.
what we
Y'all
doing,
that,
you know
man.
what I mean?
Fact.
Fishy
Big
lad.
things, big
Definitely.
things.
This
big
is so you know
things.
this conversation. We here. I'm kicking it with my friends, my near and dear. So this ain't
Facts.
even this. You know we kicking it.
Yeah,
y'all
that's all it
getting
is.
access to real conversations. So,
Inside.
shit. So before I'm gonna get in, we gonna get into what we was talking about off camera. But before we do that, I want them to discuss their podcast. Like they said, they got a podcast about parenting. Now I'm not a parent, but I do have a question for the fathers, and the fact that they have their own show. But I'm gonna let them kick it with y'all and tell what their show is about. Then I'm gonna ask my question.
Words with Fathers started. Actually, it wasn't that long ago. Maybe like a month ago.
Definitely.
Like a month ago, I was as how all of our great adventures started. We was just chilling in the crib.
Just say this.
Literally
right?
chilling in the crib,
Right.
smoking, and in the midst of serious life conversations, it was a particular topic. I ain't gonna speak on my brother business. I'm gonna let him speak on it
Right.
if he chooses
Okay.
to. You know what I'm saying? But we was having a personal conversation, and I was like, "Yo, I think this would make for an interesting podcast about fatherhood, because you know, a lot of times we speak on subject matters with our significant others, and a lot of times it's instead of getting to a resolution, it's always like finger pointing back. It's never really a space for men to just kind of get it out. Yeah, because men, we are a little fucked up, so it's always going to be a finger pointing thing. But sometimes in order to make progression, you need to have dialogue in a space to where we could just kind of listen. So I just wanted to have a platform to where they could kind of just listen to what we got to say and then debate it at a later time, as opposed to just kind of just being this back and forth in the moment kind of thing. So
that's words with fathers.
Basically words with fathers.
Literally.
That's dope though.
Literally.
That's actually dope.
Yeah, man, because you know,
That's
every
dope.
time they get the finger pointing, and you know, none of us are perfect, so we can go back and forth for a day. But on top of that, the times that we in, I say this, you know, it's difficult to be a alpha male these days. I just say that, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, they trying to make the alpha male extinct.
That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah,
You know
trying
what I'm
to make
saying?
the
That's
alpha
what it looked
male
like to me.
extinct. But you know, definitely the platform is good, and that just creates a space where, like, a comfortable, safe space, as they would say, right?
Right.
So that we can just
real
speak
safe
freely.
space,
You
not
know what I
that
mean? It's
other
not
shit.
us like
Right.
kind of going back and forth, punching at each other, because it's just the men's point of view, the men's perspective.
Right.
Of course, women got their perspective too.
Right.
We ain't knocking that.
Right.
But we always hear the woman's perspective.
That's the problem.
We often don't hear the men's side of things.
And that's the problem.
You know?
You know.
I think I think on air, a lot of what we're seeing right now is a lot of what men want type of thing. I don't think it's nothing really addressing fathers.
Right.
You know, and what's the father's point of view, or what's the father's vision?
Right.
You know, when I look at some of these things, it's just usually exactly what you're saying. It's just the guys and the girls just going at it about finances.
Yeah.
shit of that. Yeah. Shit like that.
It's more of a dispute.
Yeah, right.
It's definitely more of a dispute than anything else, man. Finger pointing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where the kid clothes at, who house is at, who
Right.
else is had at school.
Shit
Like,
like
it's,
that.
it's always like a constant, just like, you know, and like I said, shit can happen to anybody, guy or girl. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of got to find a way to still meet in the middle.
Me in the middle. I feel you.
Okay.
Feel you. So the question I got for y'all fellas, right? I was thinking about this, and I was me and Grimm was kicking. I'm like, yo, do y'all feel that the youth of this era, right? Do y'all feel they should have the same excuses that we had when we was younger? Now, walk with me for a second. When we made mistakes in the 20s and stuff like that, whatever we did, whether it was like, he young, man, he doing dumb shit or whatever the case is, you know, whatever, he figuring it out. He's still a young man or whatever the case is. But now, due to, you know, social media is up at an all-time high. These kids going outside is not even... Bro, remember when it used to get to a point when you couldn't even be in the crib? Your moms was like, get the fuck out the crib.
outside.
Go
Yeah,
outside.
Yeah. Go find something.
Go outside. Why you in
Yeah,
my face?
right,
Go
yeah,
outside. Go run
definitely.
and play.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now these kids is in the crib all day. They on tablets. They on their phone.
Force them outside.
This
Don't
is
wanna-
what I'm saying. They don't even want to do extracurricular activities and stuff like that. They don't want to do intramural sports and
it's
shit like that.
weird. It's a crazy time because you want your kid to be active. You know
Right.
what I mean? I do.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
I definitely do. Yet, you outside, right? We've been outside,
Yeah,
right?
it's
So
a lot.
we outside, it's like,
Shit going on outside.
we want them outside. Now, though, like, before it was more community-based values,
Right.
right?
Right.
As they would say, a village. Even if the village argues sometimes, when it came to certain things, nah, that's not happening.
Right.
You know? And you know you could depend on that.
Right.
Despite me and you could have had an argument yesterday.
Right.
And I know you outside, and my son like, yo, I want to go outside. And I'll be like, all right, go ahead. And the reason why I'm going to say that is because I know that despite me and you having an argument, if anything is going on, you're going to make sure he's good. You're going to protect him. You're going to get him covered safe. You know what I mean? I don't even think those values are in us no more. Like,
Real
that's
shit.
becoming extinct.
Right.
You know what
You
they
know what
do?
I'm saying?
They just stand there and record that shit. Like everything
Yeah,
you said.
that's the
like,
that's the new thing. As opposed to like, yo, so and so, like, come here, ba. We don't do that no more. We not even trying to do that. We
Right.
kind of looking at it like, yo, this little nigga ain't got no respect anyway.
Right.
And most little people, they ain't got respect. You know what I mean? Respect is
shit.
something that they got to learn.
Real shit.
Respect is something that, you know, if you show them respect, you give them respect, they'll learn how to give that shit back to you.
1000%.
So now we in a space where nobody's giving respect. Nobody's showing respect. So it's like everybody trying to take it from the older to the younger. So you're not going to push your kid outside to that, but you need them to be active. And then they took a lot of shit out of school. It ain't nothing in school. It ain't no home ec. It ain't no carpentry.
Yeah, I didn't
So
even think
you
about
go
that.
outside.
Yeah,
You gotta,
I didn't even think about that.
You kind of got to be
I didn't even think
outside
about
with
that. That's
them,
real
man.
shit, though.
They more arguing about who could use the right and wrong bathroom before they actually
It's different.
feed
Yeah.
shit that kind of really matter. The debates and what they spend their money on and things is just really not.
It's not. It's
We
not.
in the
it's
times
not,
that
yeah.
they leaning it towards, though. I don't think they want us that active. I don't think they want our kids that active. I think they want us dumbed down. They created what we use every day, all of us. I love mine. I got like 2 of them.
Shit, I'm on mine
Smartphones,
right?
right?
1,000%. 1,000%.
All of us is on that, and our kids is on it more than us.
Yo,
And we think we know
I
what's
say
hip
this.
and what's going on, but
I say this. I
They
feel
really know what's going on.
they really know.
They really
I feel
know what's
like
going on.
when it comes to our generation, I feel like I call it a glitch in the matrix. We got wedged in between. I always like to use this example. I like to say, we got to grow up and see Jay-Z be the world's greatest rapper, or for
Absolutely.
being authentic.
Right.
And then you also get to see 6ix9ine buy women 30 Birkin bags. Listen, I'm not here to say whether the guy is right or wrong, but one thing I notice about culture, we promote, for lack of better words. Can we could curse on here?
Of course.
We promote the
It's
fuck
official
shit.
rap, of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? Like, even when you look at it now with the blue face and it's like, for
I
some
don't understand
reason,
that,
man,
bro.
they
I ain't hating on
force feed
nobody.
us
That's not hate, but I don't understand.
bullshit
You
all
familiar?
day long.
Blueface?
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the guy with the funny. She's a pretty girl, but she's kind of crazy. Like she be wilding out.
Yeah, she be wilding.
She wilding.
Yeah.
She wilding. For what? I don't really.
For ratings, my boy.
Yeah, I don't-
Can't be for nothing.
Now it's to the point I don't know what's real with them in terms of that situation. I don't know what's what's real on Twix, but whatever they doing is working for them. But I feel you.
Hey man, you heard the song Self-Destruction.
Yeah.
See, like, people gotta understand too, like those type of things, man, it's replaceable. All it takes is for another couple just to go a smidget mile more and they gonna clip you. But hey man, they be
That's the culture that we in right
That's
now.
the culture. Be in about 15 minutes, right?
Right.
So do y'all think that they should be afforded the same luxuries? Well, excuse me, that ain't even a luxury. Do you think they should be afforded?
That's the luxury getting hit over the head with a Hennessy bottle.
No. I'm saying in the aspect of, like, can we really look at these? Yo, bro, you ever had a conversation with like these new little 7-year-olds and 8-year-olds that's being produced to this world? Their conversations is different, bro.
Yeah.
They can have a conversation like how we talk every day, bro. They can really and go back and forth with you and really ask you like, but why would you such and such, like?
They questioning everything.
Yeah.
Everything and anything. And I guess that's technology.
Right.
Because they so in tune with it. Things that we weren't in tune with till we got a little bit older, they in tune with it at 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's why I said it's
for
a
real,
glitch.
for real.
It's a glitch in the matrix. You know what I'm saying? And now you kind of the older person kind of got to go down to their level. I mean, I don't mean go down to their level, but you have to, like G and my homegirl Nello always tell me, like, I got to stay tapped in with
Shout out
the
to
youth.
Nels. Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Nels. But to do that, you still got to kind of be involved with the TikToks and the Instagrams. You got to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's why I say it's bittersweet. And yeah, they can't challenge you because they have access to all of this information that.
Right.
they're actually going around us if you really not too sharp.
Sure.
You know? And they creating new things every day. So I to me, it's a balance. I would love for them to be a little bit like how we more were active and outside with things, but we're understanding where the culture is at and how certain neighborhoods, like, I'm not even mad that some of them inside and stuck on that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Only thing I would say is it's going to take more out of us now to create that balance for them. And it's also a good thing because
I'm gonna play.
everything going so fast, we need them. Like I would say, one hand wash the other, both
Two
wash
hands
your
the
face. So we need them as much as they need us. You know
Right.
what I mean? So
I'm gonna play devil's advocate though, but
Okay.
with them being the age that they are now too, right? Live next door to me, so I done seen whole projects show up to the front.
And nobody was thinking about clapping nobody.
Nah, it was always just a good knockdown, drag
That's
out,
it.
and everybody went on about their business. You
That's
know what I'm
it.
saying? Nowadays they shooting your crib up, shooting at the door.
Nigga, they doing everything, bro, at the end of the day, my nigga. And it's to the point where it's like, I ain't gonna front, bro. They keep saying, yo, you gotta keep, I don't know, bro. At this point in time, I ain't gonna say we can't reach through to them, because you always want to try.
Nah, you gotta, I say this.
You're gonna always try.
No matter what, if the ones that's blessed and lucky enough to make it to a certain age, just like the age I'm at now, it's things now that I listen to my mom's and what she said, and that shit hit home like
a motherfucker.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Like a motherfucker.
So, the days that I say, well, I don't really want to say nothing to them, I kind of second guess it, because I'm like, nah, this shit. Like even now, certain stuff people might say to me, it might not stick right away. So,
Right.
or at least for me, when it comes to me, I'm still gonna keep delivering the positive message, because it's gonna touch somebody.
Nah, do it, because I say this. To add on, I love what Larry's saying, and I always was a stubborn motherfucker, right? But I was so grateful for them stubborn people that still decided, like, yo, G, come here and say this and that. And I know you ain't gonna listen, but I'm still telling you this shit.
Right.
And I in the moment, some of them I have the utmost respect for. So even if I'm pissed the fuck off and don't want to hear shit,
Right.
I won't say shit and I'll just listen.
Right.
But as El said, years down the line now, even when if they might not even have been around, that's some of the hurtful shit.
Right.
Because now you faced with certain situations or you going through certain shit, and you remember that pull up. You remember somebody said something to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit sink in, even if it didn't sink in at the moment. But if nobody's not saying nothing at all no more,
Then
It's
at
gonna
no
be-
point,
it's gonna be
there's nothing there to sink
fucking
in.
chaos.
You know what I'm
It's gonna
saying?
Straight
So,
chaos, bro. Like,
despite them being
straight
stubborn,
chaos.
because we was stubborn too. It's just a different level of stubbornness. Like,
Right.
shit always going, you know what I mean? So we still gotta go up there with it too and take it there. They
but
taking
you
it
know-
there, we need to take it there. And it ain't about this, it's just even the wordplay.
Because keep in
You know what I
mind,
mean?
to add to what G's saying, our kids still got to be in this type of environment. So if
Yeah.
you ignoring the shit,
Right.
you kind of part the problem, because then now you
Yeah.
still leaving them to go out there in the fucking lions den.
For sure.
So you still got to deliver the messages, man. That's why I'm super duper mindful, even when it comes to these podcasts and what people saying. Yo, I love and respect some of my friends, and this ain't no knock to nobody. But me personally, I care about what I look like when I'm on this microphone, dog.
Motherfucking right.
Like, I
Motherfucking
see
right.
people talk about the wildest of things, and it's like, yo, bro, you got kids, dog.
Yeah.
But, you know, to each his own, man. Words with fathers.
Now I feel you. Talk about it. 18. Now look, right.
good.
Now, this is the question I got for you. Being that you all our OG in here.
Big
Yeah,
facts.
it's respect, man.
Big
It's
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
respect,
Big
man.
facts.
It's
So-
respect.
I appreciate that.
What have from what you've seen?
Right.
Like, matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you. We kicking official shit. You already know it's official rap. Was you in your era, right? When you was coming up, and the young shorties that wanted to be up under y'all, and the homies that we know, was you telling these niggas to get the fuck out of here, or was you telling these niggas, or was you like, all right, little nigga, you want to be around here? Here, let me see what you made of. Like.
About
You
be,
kicking them
Was
young
you
dudes' drawers in
was you
their
kicking them
ass.
niggas about it, or was you saying,
Yeah.
okay, little nigga, you want to be out here with us, my nigga? Let me see what you made of, and let me, you know what I'm saying?
it was coming up in the streets, right? This is just a reality. You know who is who. You know who gonna be involved. You know who gonna be shaky. You know who playing, because you in it.
Right.
When you in it, I'm talking about being in it, so you know the difference. And unfortunately, when I was younger, even though I might have been older than some cats, like if I was 23, you might have had some cats that was 17, 16, and they looked up to me or whatever. Unfortunately, at that time, the way that my mind was working, my moral compass was fucked up.
I
So,
respect that, man.
so
Transparency. I respect
I would know that this cat was a dude that's gonna be built for what this shit is really about. And this cat, I would tell him, like, yo, dude, stop playing, man.
Right.
Like,
This
Just
ain't
on
for
the
you.
phone having a
real,
conversation.
I'm talking
with my
about
girl.
really, like, in real time, I did that shit. Like, nah, because I knew he wasn't built for it. Like, this ain't for you.
Right.
And because I know your family, I wouldn't even involve you in none of this, because I wouldn't want you to get hurt up,
Right.
caught up, none of that.
shit.
I think the world is getting a dosage of that now, though.
Mm.
I think with all of these RICO cases and people getting locked up, I think people are starting to realize, like, yo, this shit is really not a game, bro.
Nah.
Shit is
And
serious, my nigga.
I don't know anybody that want to work as hard as it is as a black man already, as hard as it is. I don't want to get there, touch it, then got to give it all back, bro. I think that's
ass backwards.
That's,
Yeah, ass
It's
That's
and
ass
look,
backwards.
that's us sitting here and thinking about shit and
Right.
speaking what you would say consciously about shit.
Sure.
Moving actively, and then being outside actively, it's hard for you to always put your conscience in the front. Not saying that we shouldn't, not saying that we can't.
Right.
Hard to. We get lost in that fucking maze, right?
1,000%.
That's what majority of us do.
Right.
I'm not agreeing with the shit, but what I recognize is exactly what L's saying. But we dumb down, like I was saying, these smartphones. So when we step outside, guess what we step into? We're not stepping outside. You know what we stepping into?
Fuck shit.
Nah, we stepping into a stage.
the Matrix.
Know that.
It's a big stage.
Know that.
So
Know that.
even the youth,
Know
it's
that.
a stage. Like, that's something I learned from being on Gates. You know what I mean? Like,
And that
you
spells-
take
and
Gates
that
and flip
spell-
that
and that-
shit
and that
around.
shit is spelled stage.
It spells stage, right? So when everybody come outside,
That's a stage.
it's a big stage performance. Now, you take that, just take that thought. Now, spread that shit for the world, right? And they say new world order, one world order, whatever order, original order, new order, right? But spread that for the world. When we step outside, regardless of who the fuck we are, we stepping on a stage.
Right.
And majority of us are always performing. Some of us are great fucking actors.
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying?
Should
Some
be
of
on-
us are
should be
great
on Hollywood.
actors.
And
Should
then
be
you add
Hollywood.
social media.
You know
and
what I
give
mean?
A fucking lame.
Everybody's rich
Some
on social
number
media.
count.
You notice that?
And then now it's,
Everything is
listen,
everything
even
on
if you got
social
one
media.
follower, bro, you are a star to that person. That one person is vested interest in your life and what you got.
To want to know
going
what
on.
you got going on and what
But-
you.
but that's
But
what-
see,
real
the
shit,
trick,
though. That's
but the
real
trick
shit.
to that is, if you know, in the words as G would say, too much of anything ain't good.
At all.
Ain't
Big
no
fact.
way. Like, I got 15K followers. You think that I think that these 15K followers all got my best interest at heart? Well, let me be on your podcast and be the first person to say, I am not a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, thank you. Hell no, because at the end of the day, you gotta understand, right? Even your haters will watch you to see your ups and
They're
your
gonna
downs.
watch to see if you when your downfall
They
comes.
might watch
That's
you
all they
more.
looking for, to see you fall.
Yeah,
That's
he
why they
up right
watch.
now, but he gonna at some point in time he gonna fall, and then that's when niggas want to pile on, niggas want to have niggas different type of shit or whatever the case is. That's why I was just like, that was an important question for me to ask y'all, because we didn't, like I said, we wasn't afforded certain luxuries, and like I said, we ain't old in here, but at the end of the day, like I said, years ago, this is new shit. All this shit is real time. We're seeing all of this shit in real time. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's a fact.
all this. We're at this stage. I will say this: we're a part of a lot of history right now. Like even to the minuscule part, I'll get even to some minuscule part, and not even to go on the sports route. But my nigga, we're about to see LeBron James break a points record.
Points record, we about to see him play with his son.
That like even
Double
bigger,
record.
even
You know
bigger,
what I
even
mean?
bigger. You know what I'm saying? And the man look like he 20-something years old, bro.
You take care of yourself.
Absolutely. And look, and even in that aspect, the medicine, the type of physical therapy and the sports doctors that was around at the time when Mike and them was playing was different from the trainers and people that they got around now and all that.
Everything.
Everything is different.
man.
Everything is
Especially
different.
around that time when like the Kobe's and the Tracy McGrady's,
Mm-hmm.
the technology, man. That's why I'm saying, like, it's hard to like even how sneakers is designed now and what's put in it. Like, it's
Yeah.
just
Right.
a different.
Way different.
Right.
It's way different times, bro. That's why I say weed was the glitch in the Matrix. Like, you got to know what a pair of Converses feel like compared to what a new pair of LeBron
Nikes or
James. Like,
LeBrons is all
they
that
got
shit.
all
Is
sorts
word up.
of foams and cushions and different types of bubbles inside.
shit.
the sneaker
Converse
now.
is
Like,
an original sneaker. Like,
Original.
Yeah.
And yo, and you know what's so crazy?
One of them.
You put them shits on. Can you imagine what it's like playing ball in them shits, bro?
And that's what they was playing.
Playing ball in
Balling.
82 games.
And they didn't complain.
Ain't complaining about nothing.
They didn't complain.
Know
they
them
played
niggas had
ball.
ankle sprains every
even,
day.
even with boxing, like
Blisters.
boxers used to fight
15
what,
rounds.
three times a year.
15 rounds back in the
Yo,
day.
but
In
check
boxing, like Muhammad Ali and them, they used to fight more
20
often, bro.
rounds.
They shit used to be every 3, like you said, every 3 months. 15 rounds. That Thriller in Manila shit, it was like, what, 100 degrees in Africa?
Yeah. I was saying
15 rounds.
I was saying this the other day, man. Like I was man, it's not even the other day. Today I was watching like some old school R&B stuff, and I was just saying like even to compare it to like the 15 rounds and going back, like I got sad thinking that damn some of these moments like it's never gonna be like that again. I really had one of the moments today, like like damn R&B music is never gonna be like this. Like it's never gonna be another Thriller in Manila. Like. You're never gonna see people passing out like how they was passing out at like a Michael Jackson concert. Like that shit is over with, bro.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Would you take, I mean, it's just for funny purposes, would y'all take, if somebody came up to you right now and said, y'all give you $500 million right now, or I could take you back to whatever point in life where you want to go back to, what would you do?
Damn, that's a good ass question. I'm gonna let G go first on that one.
Nah, shit, I was smiling when he said that shit. You made me feel like I was in public school, junior high school. This is niggas just sit in the lunchroom and talk about. What would you do for this amount of money?
Nah, but that, I you know what's so funny? You know why I asked that question? I be asking myself that question every day, bro, for like a month. And
You don't even know the
and I don't know.
I'm about to say,
No.
you don't know the answer to that.
And I don't know the answer. That's why I've been
Don't know the
asking
answer
myself
to
that
that.
question for a month straight.
Don't know the answer to that.
Because it's a lot of lost ones that I had. We all had. Money, you know, it's not an amount of money that you would rather have for that if you could bring that person up.
money
right?
don't
So-
solve that.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I don't know, damn, would I take the $500 million or will I go back to whatever point in life where I want to go to?
I say this, right? Life if the saying that life is to be lived forward, right? Because you figure if you change something, that means the moments that you got now, you would want to replace them. And I could honestly say, the fact that I know where everybody for the most part came from sitting here right now, bro.
Right.
We came a far way, bro. Like,
Bro, the fact that we
came a
here right
far
now, bro.
way. The fact that we here right
Right
now.
now is a blessing.
And even understanding, we might not realize this, but as we speak of how different things are, but the fact that we all here with a podcast, at least I know none of us not sitting on our ass. I like the fact
Right.
that me and G got a podcast and we're
Right.
speaking about productive stuff. I love that you got a podcast, you speaking about productive stuff, because like I said, it still needs to be here. Like I got a kid, bro. He got kids, bro. Like
Yeah.
I don't want them just roaming around free without no
Type of
knowledge
direction and
yourself
yeah,
or no
right.
direction just because everybody else doing it. Because even when we growing up, it was the same thing. We all had knucklehead friends.
Of course.
So now I just want to be here to do the same for my kid so he can have somewhat of a good run. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Got him.
I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't want to go back. I really wouldn't say I want to take the money.
That's a
Sound
great.
crazy,
That's a
right?
crazy answer. That's
Yeah,
a crazy
sounds
answer.
crazy, but
Interesting.
money come with a whole lot of shit anyway, right? And if you understand money and you ever had the opportunity to come into some of money, it changes shit, but it don't change nothing, right? It don't change what really matters. So
Right.
what really matters, you still can't change, right? And everything that is always gonna be.
on whatever
And you just
level.
don't respect that, you know. Appreciate the moment. What my cousin used to say, you know, my cousin, Zach ain't here no more, right? Long time, but
God bless.
love life and live life to the fullest. You know what I mean?
Right.
We here each day. That's what we do. We rise up every day. That's another opportunity.
Right.
Love that shit. Live that shit. You know what I mean? And you don't need the dollars. We want the dollars because we feel like the dollars, it's a tool, obviously.
Right.
You do much more with it. But fuck the dollars, nigga. If I know you, I know L, nigga, we go anywhere and just through the connections that we know, we
Right.
get everything. You get what I'm saying? We ain't even got to
shit.
spend a dollar. So forward on the money, yeah, the 500 million sound great. Thinking in the past, damn, I would be able to go back and, you know what I mean, change a couple of things, many things,
Yeah.
some things, but then nah, it wouldn't even make sense.
Because you know why? I'm going to add to that. Because no matter the level, you still come with jealousy and envy. Like, you still don't escape.
Right.
Like, those elements, no matter no amount of money, bro. I don't care if you think that you got a security of 30. Brain naturally going to question whether one of those because that's all it takes is one person to railroad your entire shit.
You ain't lying. You ain't fucking lying, man.
I take great energy
I say
Over
no.
money in
I
the
say
end,
no
man.
to a lot of shit now,
Right.
and I'm not gonna lie to you. It don't make me feel good. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's not a great feeling. But I also know that I said yes to a lot of shit that fucked me up and railroaded me,
Right.
and I can't live my next God spared life, my next 40 the way I lived my last 40. I can't do that.
Right.
Especially if I know that this shit got to be lived forward. I try living it backwards. It don't work.
Right.
Right.
What about you,
know,
Ting?
look,
What
I
about you?
think when, because of the experiences of life, right? I wouldn't stop the train. Is what I'm saying. I wouldn't go back because
Interesting.
when I look back, right, as for me, and I'm a Pisces. I don't know if y'all into that. But,
Astrology, I'm not. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know much about that stuff.
Yeah, but I'm a Pisces, so I don't think that going back is a good idea. I really don't. Because what the experiences that we have are the experiences that we were supposed to have. So that's what makes us who we are right now.
Right.
Those experiences in time. So I wouldn't go back and, you know what? If I was supposed to have the 500 million, then it's gonna come to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
feel the same
It's gonna
way.
come to me, and it shouldn't have to come to me like in that type of deal. Like, would you want to go back and change it or take the?
Now-
I think that in my experiences,
Right.
and that's what I'm saying, in my experiences in life, and I think all of us experiences, is times when we up and the times when we down. But the times that I know that's more important for me is the times when I'm at my most like happiest, proudest. You know what I mean? Those times
Right.
are the times that's like really, really important for me.
And I'm gonna show you something too. It's as I sit here as a young man listening to you speak, and like I said, in that glitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll even go as far as using that glitch as an example like this. Like, even at the age you at, respectfully, like, the way life is set up now, yo, you could be a superstar 5 minutes from now. Like, you can still achieve everything that you want to achieve. So, the beauty about living it forward is that by the grace of God, you still here now. And, yo, like I said, you could be a superstar 5 minutes from now. You say the
yeah.
right shit on that microphone right
Facts.
now.
Yeah, facts.
And you got a whole new lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that I'm able to still be able to fucking have a hand in a hand in the deck of the card game of life. And even seeing you at that age and seeing where it was going, it ain't all bad, because like I said, for what it's worth, you still got a chance. Because some people might say, oh, he's an older dude.
Right.
Why he's sitting here? Why he on the podcast? Is he a part of the podcast? But when I look at it now, the space we in, bro, age or going or becoming successful don't fucking matter no more, bro. You could become a successful person at any age now, bro.
Facts.
That shit ain't about
It
nothing
ain't
now.
about nothing no more.
That shit
bro.
ain't
You
about
can become
nothing.
Successful at any. You say the right shit. You get the right words. You do a cartwheel long enough on Instagram for 6 days, 30 days straight.
Yeah, I
gonna go
seen
viral.
it.
You're gonna go viral,
Yeah,
bro.
motherfucker.
It's an
We
opportunity.
seen it. We seen
We
it.
seen it. We seen clown shit work.
That's measured in mad ways, though. And for
Absolutely.
me, I think we
1000%.
all supreme superstars already. I'm not looking for
In our own right.
Right.
the other people to say like, yo, he's that. I
Yeah.
already know. They say you touch one person, that's impactful, right? And we've been around. And we've all touched many people in many different ways. And I don't even think we even understand the ways that we have touched one another or different people. That's real superstar shit to me. You know
For
what I mean?
sure. For
That's
sure.
real impactful shit to me. And that's from the ground on up.
Sitting with my dogs,
We
that's
here,
superstar
man.
shit, man.
Like,
We
we
from
always
the
been
Ave,
here.
bro,
We
and
them
we
stars.
here.
You know what I mean? We
Real
are
shit.
mine.
Here, my nigga.
Us. We are
Yeah.
them.
It's Jay-Z,
Absolutely.
it's Beyonce,
Yeah, absolutely.
it's
As I said, we
apps,
create them doors. We
clothes,
open that
jewelry,
shit.
podcasts, art.
That's a fact.
Come on, man. We not fucking around.
Real
Yeah,
shit.
man.
Real shit. And I ain't going front. And before we and before we even get on up out of here, right? We gonna end it on
Yeah,
this.
man,
note,
we
right?
gotta leave, man. This shit ain't even feel like it.
This
I feel
shit
like
is
I was
not-
shooting the shit,
Nah,
man.
that's how we do. I told you we was going. I told you, my nigga, we just chilling. But you know, on a serious note, right? And I don't even want to kind of end it on this note, but I you know, we'll end on a more funnier note. But Tyree Nichols I want to send a prayer out, and I want to send a God bless to his family.
Facts.
You know,
My Lord bless.
or he was brutally beat
And that
by
shit gave me the chills,
by
my
some
nigga.
by some police officers. The
Fuck them
sad
titles,
the
man.
sad thing
He's beat
about
by some human beings that consciously wasn't using their fucking
Right.
brain. And I say that going off the limb because
that's what it
like
was.
we're all fucking human beings, regardless of what title we supposedly claim we hold and have.
Right.
Like our measuring stick is kind of fucked up. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? I don't really know what this nigga did, excuse me, what this man
real
did,
shit.
what this king did to offend him in a manner to go that hard, but we are so easily offended. As men, I think we more the fucking moving like women out here, like respectfully. Like, think, nigga, use your head, all right? And nobody likes to be called a nigga, nobody likes to be this, nobody like to be that. So let's say your title now, you got your title, you this and that. So he
Right.
could have said the least
Right.
of things.
Right.
And it offended one. And because it offended one and we all this, like right is right, wrong is wrong. I don't give a fuck.
1000%.
This is something that I always stood by. Blood is, whether you blood, whether you this, whether you that, whether you cuz, whether you that.
Right.
Right is right, wrong is wrong. We stand on what the fuck need to be standing on, and then that'll change the narrative, of many things.
Sure.
But we don't stand on nothing. Nothing. We don't stand on shit. Like,
At all.
That's like-
we the Uncle Toms all around the board like this.
That's like now.
You know what I mean?
When my homies,
So we beating each other down and doing each other dirty for what? Like, he could have said anything. And even if it offended one man, two men, or three men, still ain't have to deal with him like that.
Yeah, that's
You're
the
stronger
crazy-
than that. Y'all,
that's
y'all
crazy.
5, 6 big, strong ass men. Y'all ain't got to deal with him like that. That's not even square up. Take the cuffs off then. Give him a fair chance to do anything then, if so be the case. Like,
Shit.
that shit just fucked up, bro. Like,
That shit
you know what I
crazy.
mean?
and that's why I say too, this what we doing is so important too, because another thing that I notice sometimes amongst us as black men, a lot of times when a guy in a circle might do something, for lack of better words, immature, we kind of clown it off and just kind of call him like a jerk or,
Right.
for lack of better words, a dickhead, and he leaves thinking that it's okay. Well, I got a thing that I do now. If I see dudes doing something that ain't right, I kind of say something because I
Pull 'em up.
realize
Yeah, you should.
That's the
As
shit
you
we
should.
were
You know what I
talking
mean?
about.
Like,
We
but
got
it's-
to pull them up. We gotta
it's just
pull
a
each other
weird
up.
space
We
to
gotta
be in
pull each
because,
other up.
you know,
He
you
could have
don't
said
wanna
a
say
joke
the
to them
wrong
niggas and
thing,
they
but,
decided
like,
to beat the shit out of him like that.
yeah, I'm not
Because I ain't gonna
tell
front.
you that.
If you see
I'm gonna start
motherfuckers,
saying something more like, yo, nigga, get your shit together because
Yeah.
then you end up, because then if you don't say nothing, it kind of leads to other bad situations.
yeah, because
you know
they
what
gonna
I'm
think that shit is cool and it's
Yeah, man.
acceptable, my nigga. So if you don't let niggas know, like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna front you, kind of like, and you ain't gotta be berating a nigga and belittling a nigga.
no.
Yo, bro, like at the end of the day, I ain't gonna front, bro.
Respect
You know
is
you my
respect
man,
at the
bro.
end of the day,
But I ain't
you know?
gonna front, bro. You know you was kind of out of line for that, bro. You was wilding for that, my nigga. Like, now that's up to you what you take with the shit from there.
Right.
If you want to take it and be on some nigga, fuck all that, well then my nigga, hey. But at the end of the day, I said what I needed to say, and that's all that is. You know what I'm
Niggas
saying?
don't move like human beings, bro. Niggas move like zombies and robots. So
Yeah.
because niggas just move so dumbed down, it's like we don't process nothing. And
Right.
we on this. Remember, we on a stage every day, and it's a bigger stage now because everybody got a phone.
Right.
And it
Right.
brainwash them more because what they thinking, the phone is doing it for them, is telling it for them, the phone talking for you, is Googling shit for you. Like, before you know it, you'll get hooked on that shit and don't even realize that you are being programmed. That's how people think I post all day long. My shit like a TV. My shit program, it's the same thing over and over if you really pay attention.
Right.
Because I don't want to get sucked up in the fucking blender. When you in the blender and you look around, the small particles, the big particles, the medium-sized particles, they all look the same when you're looking around in the fucking blender.
I like that shit. You
That's
doing,
why I stay out
you
the
doing
blender.
what they
That's
doing,
true.
but in your own way.
That's true.
Because that all it is control. They control their narrative, so you're
Right.
controlling your narrative.
That's it.
Respectfully.
Yeah. I don't have to partake.
And none of the fuck shit. Niggas don't, and you know, at the end of the day, it's just about just wanting better for each other, bro. Because at the end of the day, like, we really do have, if we really do just all just do something that's unified, bro, that would show so much strength. That would change the infrastructure and a
And
lot
yo,
of
and
shit,
this is
bro.
a start right
a lot
here.
of
This
shit,
is
bro.
different generations.
Right.
Yo,
Yeah.
Jay, no bullshit.
Yeah, talk
For
about
as
it.
long as you wanted to do this shit, you know what's so funny, bro? Like,
What up?
I remember every time you would tell me that you wanted to do something like this. So to come here today and do this shit and to see Scurry and get that perspective, to see my OG right here and respect, respect
Right.
my OG right here, and then to see what we got going, then to see what you got going. Then, bro, in one shot, you kind of really brought a generational fuse, bro, and I respect you for that shit.
I
my nigga,
appreciate
because
that, bro. I appreciate.
I didn't know what I was walking into. You know what I'm saying?
like
This-
that's
this
why
was dope, man.
and it made sense. I was telling Tim yesterday. He came to the crib yesterday. We was talking about. I was like, we're gonna have Scurry come through, and then the homies gonna come through, and it's gonna be a good situation, my nigga. It's gonna be a good blend or whatever the case is, and that's what that was, whatever the case is, because.
Definitely know what was walking into, but I ain't care. I walked into
Yeah,
it.
I can't back with
J.
the good.
Cole, that's how major.
Nah, but see, and that's
I'm
why,
coming with good energy, good
that's why it's important.
Good energy, good
Nah, but
thing.
that's why it's
Take a
important
shower,
to have
good cologne on.
Yeah, you already know. That's why it's important
That's it.
to really show appreciation for the people that you call your friends and the people that you call your bros and your loved ones or whatever the case is. So in any aspect, my nigga, that I could do to show my appreciation, bro, I'll definitely do it, bro. So even if it's something like this, like, yo, come through. Y'all was the first, like I said, y'all was the first person. Right after that, I said, all right, I'm going to call y'all. And y'all ain't hesitate. Y'all ain't give me no nothing. Y'all ain't give me
And
no.
it's crazy because I got
none of this extra. Y'all niggas say, yeah, we going to pull up. I was
I'm
like,
gonna go
all
on
right,
record and
straight.
say this too. I lost all contacts in my phone, so I want to appreciate you being there because I
Oh yeah, I had to get on Larry yesterday. I was like, yo,
man,
he was so yo, but you know what? He's so professional, right? this my man. He's so professional, right? He kept the conversation going. He was like, I don't really know who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
I said, oh, my nigga, that's amazing, man. He said, I said, yeah, I said, I feel
Yeah,
away. He's
man.
like, nah, I gotta know. I said, all right,
I
cool,
lost
cool.
all my contacts from my other phone. I got two I lost, but it's I'm happy, man. But like I always say too, like what's for me, don't miss me. That's one. And two, remember when it was off, my shit was off for like a week, and I kept saying to G, I'm like, yo, I got to get my shit fixed because I don't know what I'm missing.
Right.
So I would have been mad if I would have missed this. But like I said, what's for me, don't miss me, man. This shit was dope.
Nah,
bro.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Mac,
Right, man.
bless up.
Appreciate
kid.
y'all,
You
man.
already
Definitely.
know.
Yo, this is
Free
the
blessings.
official Av podcast,
Mac.
That's a
man.
fact.
Appreciate
Official
everybody that
I
came
see Mac in the deli all the time
appreciate
too,
you.
I
man. Mac
appreciate
be
my
tapped
guy,
in,
Mac,
man.
my guy, Ben.
You know.
Shout out
That's
to
a
y'all,
fact.
my man
Mac
Ben.
be
You
tapped
Salute
in.
to the
already
whole
know time
team.
Mac Attack, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all know
Been
how
fucking
we
with a
do.
homie.
Real shit.
Word. You already know what time it is.
Shit is love, Jay, man.
Yes,
Shit is
sir.
love,
Ben,
bro.
y'all already know what time it is, man. Y'all already know. I appreciate y'all, G. Love y'all, man.
Yeah.
Hell,
Thank
you
you,
already
Jay.
know,
Respect.
man.
Continue,
Word.
Fact, man.
continue success too.
The
man.
energy
Appreciate
is beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Nah,
And
that
you
shit
know,
fact.
man,
Yo,
all of y'all
lock on
endeavors,
this.
man,
You
I
already
hope
know
it's
that.
successful,
Unity,
man.
y'all. Y'all see what time it is? Unity. Lock that up. You already know what time it is. Lock it up. You know what I'm saying? Unity. You already know what time that shit is, bro.
Lock it up.
You already know.
That's a fact.
That's all it is, my nigga. Mac Attack.
it up.
Appreciate you, my guys. You already know that.
Real love.
Definitely. Once again, y'all, let them know the podcast. Let them know y'all Instagrams, please. We're going to put it up on the screen anyway, but let them know y'all where they can find y'all at. And go ahead, L. Take it away.
For starters, man, make sure y'all shop at the Dead Garden. On top of them carrying my jewelry.
Bless
sir.
up that garden. That's a fact.
Yeah, Dead Garden, man. They accepted us with open arms, man.
Shout out.
And,
Salute.
In growth, I also I added art to the brand now as well. I linked up with a dope artist that was in Forbes. He just got a Uggs campaign, and
Okay.
he was able to bless us with some art for us to, again, man, bring that unity and push Black culture, man.
That's what's up.
And
That's
make
what's
sure y'all
up.
log on to BrooklynOrBusApp.com. Get the jewelry. The jewelry is kicking ass, man. It's
That's
kicking
what's
ass.
up. Salute.
Okay.
Salute.
It's
Salute.
kicking ass.
A whole lot of ass.
Definitely.
Whole lot of ass
We're
kicking.
going to put that up where y'all can find it. Definitely
Words
going to
with
put that up there.
Fathers, the podcast.
Definitely check the podcast
G,
out.
man.
Definitely.
Shouts out to Dot 174 Star.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let G promote, man. G, I had a great time, man. This is so fucking dope.
appreciate y'all. I definitely had a good
Yeah,
time.
The energy so good.
Yeah, just so y'all know, y'all
Y'all
family to the pod. We definitely, this ain't the last time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? This ain't,
Nah,
you know
we
what I'm
gotta
saying? It's
come
just the
back
first
and
time,
we
it ain't the last time.
Yeah, we
This
gotta
is the
come
first
back.
time, it ain't the last time.
We
These
gotta
my
bring
people.
shit.
Pull
We
it
gotta
up.
bring shit. We gotta come
Oh,
back
look.
and sponsor. Now, matter of fact, we gonna sponsor episode. We
I
gonna do that.
appreciate that.
With some
Definitely.
buds, some jewelry, all of that.
G-Spot Bud and Breakfast. You already know.
Listen, let them know about that. That's what it's your
Spot
time,
butter
Lizzie.
breakfast.
Talk to them, please.
Nah, they already know. You know. Respectfully. You know what I mean?
Super
You
respectful.
catch me at
Okay.
G Finest. You know what I mean?
Alright,
Instagram.
yeah.
The biggest
Everything else
respectful.
is everything else.
Say
You know
that.
what I mean?
Say
Up
that.
and go rental. We outside.
You already
You
know.
know what I mean? Nah, shout
Right.
out Brooklyn or Bus. We definitely here. Finest quality management.
Right.
Shout out MVA CJ. You already know. You can catch him on YouTube. Artist, new artist.
You got
Nothing
shout
but
out. You
heat.
got shout out Titus.
Nothing
too.
but
He
heat.
just tapped in. Titus,
Toughest.
man.
You ever shout out with Brent
Salute,
Jones?
salute, salute.
Yeah, that's our photographer.
That's our photographer,
Big toughest,
man.
you know
That's
what I
Titus,
mean?
man.
Wow.
Bless up
Shout
the
out,
Kings.
man.
Definitely.
Shout out.
Definitely.
Go ahead, team. Talk to him, team.
Look, man, this is Official Lab Podcast. I mean, y'all know how we flowing.
Talk about it.
This is what it is, man. It's an NA Rock thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna keep doing this, man, from this day on. I appreciate you two brothers, man. And
Real shit,
Likewise.
man.
it was a
Likewise.
pleasure, man, meeting
Likewise.
both you brothers, man. And
Likewise.
we're gonna definitely do something in the future, man. Cause I like where y'all heads is at.
Definitely.
Real shit, man. And I like y'all flow, man.
Definitely.
Respect,
We
likewise,
gonna build,
man.
man.
And I like
Respect.
that you still supporting the Giants too. That said a lot too. When I came in the
Oh,
room, I still see the Giants.
I'm going where my Giants at. I'm going where my Giants at. And I was going where all
I
my
said,
bills
man,
at.
that's a guy in my own heart. No, they be like,
Yeah,
because I'm like that about the Knicks. They be like, man, you still cheering.
Oh, nah, we Knicks, nah. We don't
man,
even know
like,
Knicks. Knicks fans.
See what I'm saying,
New
man?
York
Like,
Knicks, man. Hardcore.
you ride,
New
man.
York, we ride.
New York, come on, let's turn. You got New York colors on right now.
You know how we do. You know what time it
Come
is.
on, everybody.
Y'all know what time
That's what
it
we
is.
do, man.
Y'all know what time it is. You know what I'm saying?
It's all love.
Definitely. But I do want to say I appreciate y'all not only for pulling up, but I also appreciate y'all because for years, y'all motherfuckers been grinding, bro. Like I said, these is my peoples. I know them. Like I know the real deal. Like they've been grinding. Yo, I'm talking about for years, bro. The inspiration. These dudes are some good dudes at the end of the day, bro. Like
Forward movement.
anytime they call,
say
I'm
that
coming.
all the time.
Like these is my dudes, man. Like anytime they call, I'm coming. Like it's in any aspect. So these my dudes. I love y'all, man. I
Love you
appreciate
too,
y'all
Jay.
for pulling
Respect,
up, man. Respect, definitely. Y'all already know what it is. Jay Majors, Official Ave Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all on the next go round. And appreciate Scurry, Carrie, you know what I'm saying, for coming through.
Absolutely.
Make sure
Shout out
y'all
to
were
OG
Big
Scurry.
Scary, man. Big Scurry, man. Definitely, that was a good one, man. Make sure y'all check him out. And like I said, man, catch us on the next one, man.
Forward forever.
Forward.
Backwards never.
Blessed that my feet can
Love.
feel the concrete.
Talk
Supreme.
about it.
Real shit.
Yes, sir. It's all the
I love
y'all
Jay.
niggas.
Yeah, that shit's dope,
Yeah,
man.
man.